And we are back. Thanks for staying with us. It is time to have a conversation with Bukola Jolugbo from Joshua's Army. Very interesting organization committed to raising boys to become wholesome and exceptional leaders. And today she'll be talking to us about her commitment to grooming the boy child. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank
How are
you
you
so
doing
much.
this
I'm
morning?
very well. Thank you so much for having me.
It's good to be here.
Yeah.
But I have always been an advocate for raising the boy child. I believe that so much attention is given to the girl child, and of course that shouldn't stop. But we also need to also cater to the boy child, because how we cater to them, how we groom them, will help in bringing a saner society, in,
Yeah.
improving the society, in raising responsible boys who would, grow up to be responsible men. So let's talk about the Joshua's Army for a bit, and what your organization has been doing in the last couple of years in grooming the boy child.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you again for having me. It's been an amazing journey with Joshua's Army. So we started, actually it's going to be 7 years
Okay.
that we started as an organization, a formal organization in the UK. I live in the UK, and
Okay.
we have been on the journey formally for 7 years as Joshua's Army. And so over the last 7 years, okay, I think the first thing that we started with, I've got 2 boys. So in July 2015, I just gathered a few boys together and I said, you know what, including my boys. And the idea then was to say, you know what, guys, I need you to see what life is like on the other side. Mm-hmm. We're privileged, but we shouldn't take it for granted. So I took them to central London on a Saturday morning, 7 a.m. There were 6 of them with me, and we were at central London, and seeing how people were sleeping on the streets. You needed to have seen the expression on their faces. And after that, we started an institute called the Boys for Real Academy.
Okay.
And the academy was just to train boys, to help them to understand what living deliberately is, what living with a purpose is, and how to be able to channel their strength to do the right thing. Boys are full of energy, and it's no longer enough for us to allow them go
Run wild
with their energy. How do they channel their energy? Because trust me, the boys we don't train break down the society.
Very true.
I know we say a lot rests on the shoulders of the woman, but there's this thing I always say: train the woman, don't train the man, and the man will break the woman you have trained.
Exactly.
So we need to bring that balance, and that's where Joshua's Army comes in. Okay. Also, on the journey, I'm a woman, and while I do that, I realize that there are a few things, or even a lot of things, that I don't know as a woman. But the man who has walked the path knows it. But again, do they know that these boys are looking up to them?
Yes, as much as I agree with, there's that father-son relationship, but then there's also the mother-son relationship, which is a very, very intricate and delicate
You
one.
can't deal with that.
Exactly.
You can't do anything about that.
Because, yes, fathers have the roles that they play, but mothers have a stronger role that they play. Now, what is Joshua's Army doing in that regard?
In regards to mothers.
Yes.
Now, you said something that fathers have got a role they play,
yes,
and mothers have got their own role.
Yes.
That means if we don't allow both roles, there will be imbalance, right? Also, you said something and I laughed because I've got sons.
Okay.
The boys' first love is the mother.
Yes.
But their first hero is the father. So we need to be able to strike the balance such that the mother understands that as much as I'm his first love, he's got a hero. And I need to allow that relationship. So where does the mother come in here? It's us ensuring, creating the awareness with the mom to say, you know what, you need to be able to facilitate the relationship between dad and
the
son. I say to mothers, you deprive dad of your son, you're not depriving dad, you're depriving your son. So we need as mothers to be able to allow that relationship, and that's where the mothers come in. And we have a program or a circle for mothers called the Naomi's Tribe.
Naomi's Tribe.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it.
Naomi is a mother of boys,
Of course,
you know.
yeah.
She went through her own journey, and we're all going through our own journey. But at the end of it, if we do it right, there's sweetness.
There is. I love what you said about the role of the mother, importantly, in, you know, fostering the bond between father and son. Now let's talk about the role of the father in, you know, raising a responsible man. Because like you said, boys mirror their fathers. They mirror the roles that they play in their lives. They mirror their journey, especially as children growing up. Now let's talk about that, and what is the Joshua's Army doing in, you know, helping to support that relationship, and, you know, ensuring that it, you know, it improves, it gets better, that, you know, the bond between the father and son.
Yeah, and thank you so much for that question. And if you look at it, the society has an expectations of fathers, but in so many ways we haven't allowed the fathers be fathers. Also, a lot of fathers, they want to be, but they don't even know how to be. And when they want, the ones that know how to be, that are pushing to be, they're fighting against a lot of forces. So many years ago, I read a book about a guy, a father whose wife was having a baby. And before the woman went in, they agreed, if you go through for a C-section, I'm going to take care of the baby until you're okay. And they got to the hospital, and the hospital said, no, they're not going to allow him because he's not the mother. Have you seen this movie, Fatherhood? Where, I think what's his name again? Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin Hart.
When he walks into the room, and the signage on the room, on the door says, new parents. And as soon as he walked in, they said, oh, you're in the wrong room. This is for mothers. Fathers are automatically separated from the role of parenthood. And that's the awareness we're creating. A lot of fathers seem like they're laid back, but do they really want to be laid back? I remember in my own story as a mother, I've got 2 boys, and there was a day, it just dawned on me that whenever I ask my husband to do something for the boys, I say, can you please help me? I was like,
so the mothers have to be intentional
and
with their,
you know, be able to allow, and then even the society, and that's why where Joshua's Army come in, we create a lot of events.
So quickly, you have an event coming up in August, and let's talk about that.
We have that's one of the events we have. You know, the events for fathers and son, which is a summer hangout for fathers and son, and we also do annual programs for dad and Adina, which is also to create the awareness and the bond between fathers and sons.
Joshua's Army is such a beautiful initiative. Thank you so much. And wishing you all the best. Keep being an inspiration.
Thank you very much. And thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.